Move it! Take that! Dumbass! Burn! Huh? Fire! Take that! Up! Moron! Huh. Ha! Huh. What's wrong? Ha! Huh. Fire! Die! Huh. Die! Moron! Huh. Die! Now the focused fire! Keep it coming! Keep it coming! Burn! Take that! Burn! Aiming for you! Keep it coming! Turbo! Explode! No mercy! Max power! No mercy! Turbo! Max power! Here you go! Yo. Turbo! You're trash! Eat this! Yo. Go! This is it! Shut the hell up! Dumbass! See ya! Yo. Yo. Here's my special! Taste the... Try and stop me. Yo. Fear me! Try and stop me. Fear me! Yo. I'll crush you! You baby! Now the speed! Try and stop me! Turbo! Max power! Turbo! Damn it! Yo, fear me! You're late! I'm all out?